Hello everyone again. Hope everyone is okay. And our lesson today is 5B, famous films. Famous films. In this lesson, we will study some vocabulary, live events, grammar, past simple, regular and irregular verbs, positive and WH question. Okay. So let's start with exercise number 1 about vocabulary. Here, live events, we have some verbs here and some words. They are phrases. We said before that phrases are two words, a verb and another word. They come usually together, so we say phrase. Okay, when you remember when you say the first word, you remember the second word. For example, when you say TV, you say watch TV. Breakfast, have breakfast. Shower, okay, have a shower. So these are phrases. Okay, here we will fill in the gaps with these verbs. Okay, for example, here school and university, we say leave. What about my husband, my wife? What do we fill from here? Yes, good. Meet my husband, meet my wife. These phrases, we will use them when we talk about the past, okay? Here you will fill in the gaps with all of them, okay? So please stop the video and do the exercise. After that, we will check together, okay? Okay, now let's go and check on page 138, vocabulary 5.3. Live events here. Yeah. So we say leave school or university. Leave, it means that you finished school. You finished school or finished university. Some people finish school after primary school, some after high school. Leave university, that means you finished, okay? In some countries, leave school means you stopped studying, you didn't finish, okay? So you need to ask a question: did you finish or did you stop, to make sure. Meet my husband, my wife, get married and divorced. Married and divorced here are adjectives, and here say get married, okay, get divorced. Make a film, make a lot of money. Make a film, you know that you talk to actors, to someone to give you money, and you make a film. Make money, like when you work. For example, some people ask like, how much do you make? For example, how much money do you make every month, every week? Okay, so how much money you earn? This is make money. Like someone say, I want to make a lot of money. I want to make $1 million. Okay, become a film director and become famous. Have children, have dream, move house, move to a different country. Move house here, that means you change your house. It's not that you take your house to another place, okay? So you change your house. Or to a different country, that means you change the country you live in, change the city you live in. Study English or physics, write a book or letter, win an Oscar, or win the lottery. If any word here are difficult, you can use the dictionary. And tip here, a film. And in the UK, in the USA, they say movie. So some people think that a film and a movie is different, but no, a film, the same movie, but this is British, this is American. Okay, let's go back. So here in exercise 1B, if you have a partner, you test each other. You say, for example, you say the verb and your partner say the whole phrase. Okay, it's like an exercise to memorize the phrases. Okay, next exercise here: speaking, reading, and listening. Okay, look at the posters A to D. What do you know about these films? Okay, so here we have these posters. Here we have Avatar, Terminator, Titanic, Aliens. If you know anything, for example, about this movie, like I say, for example, Avatar, it's like a film. I saw this film in 2007, maybe 2009. I don't remember. Okay, Terminator. Yeah, I know the star is Ireland. Here, Titanic. I remember this Titanic. I saw it in 1997, 1998. And Aliens. I remember this. I saw this film in 1991. I was like a child. Yeah, and for me it was very scary. I couldn't sleep at night. Yeah, I remember this film very well. So, if you know anything, stop the video and tell yourself. Just say, what do you know about them? Okay, it's like just a practice of speaking. And here's James Cameron. This man is the director for all these films. Okay, so here in exercise number 3, we have these words. You can check them in the dictionary if they are difficult. A script is the same when it says scenario of the film. Okay, a robot, successful, diving, 3D, and a billion. A billion, usually one with 9 zeros. We say billion. Okay, now here we have some words, dates. For example, 1971, 12, 1999 to August the 16th, 1986 on $2 billion. So what we will do here, you will read the article, okay, and try to fill in the gaps with these words. Here, this article. Okay, you read, we have these gaps, and fill in the gaps with these words. So stop the video, give yourself like maybe we can say 4 minutes, okay, to fill in the gaps. After that, we will listen and check. Okay, so now we will check.
Track 6. Track 6.
James Cameron was born in Ontario, Canada, on August the 16th, 1954. His family moved to the USA in 1971. James went to California State University and studied physics and English. He left university after only 2 years because he wanted to become a film director. He worked as a bus driver in the day and wrote film scripts at night. James's first job as a director was on a film called Piranha 2. One night after filming, he had a bad dream about a robot from the future. The next day, James started writing the script of The Terminator. The film was very successful, and Cameron became famous all around the world. He then made Aliens in 1986, Terminator 2 in 1991, and Titanic in 1997. At that time, James loved diving, and he visited the Titanic 12 times before he started making the film. Titanic made $2 billion and won 11 Oscars. His next film was the first Avatar movie in 2009, which he made in 3D. James met Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor in the Terminator films, in 1984, and she became his fourth wife in 1997. They had one daughter, but they got divorced in 1999. A year later, he married actress Susie Amis, who was in Titanic. They have 2 daughters and a son.
Okay, so you can repeat the recording again and check. Okay, and let's here see the answers, so you can check with the answers again. Okay, here's the answers. Okay, so now we will move to the grammar part. The grammar part is about the past simple, regular and irregular. So look here in the article, we have some verbs in blue, some verbs in pink. The blue verbs, they follow the grammar. We have grammar to change the verb from infinitive to past simple. Okay, and the pink, we don't have the these are the irregular verbs. Okay, so what do you know about the how we make the verbs in the past? What is the rule? What's the grammar? If you know, okay, try to review before you listen to me. Okay, before we explain it, try to review, see how much do you know about this grammar. 50%, 60%, 0, 100. Okay, after that, okay, we have the pink words here, and we have these verbs. These verbs here match the pink with this. For example, become. Become, what's the past symbol from here? Let's say it's became. So we will write here. Okay, we'll write here what? Became. Okay, so stop the video, finish it. After that, we will check together. Okay, so let's go to page 138, 5.3. So here we use the past symbol to talk about the past. We know when these things happen. We need a date. When we talk about the past, we talk about something happened and finished in the past. The past simple positive is the same for all subject. We don't change after. For example, we say like in present simple, we say he, for example, I play football, he plays. No, in the past, the same. Say I played, he played. We don't change the verb after the subject. Okay, so what's the rule here? The first of all, normal, all verbs we just add ed. Okay, wanted, work, start, worked, started, visited. Okay, and the rule here, if the verb ends with e, here we have e, we just add d. Okay, why we add d? Because we have e. Moved, loved. Okay, here if the verb ends in y, here we have study. Okay, we have the last word should be y. We delete y, add ied. Okay, marry is the same. We say married. We delete y, add ied. And the verb ends with consonant, vowel, consonant. Look, top. consonant, vowel, consonant. We double the last consonant, add ed. We double the last consonant and add ed. Okay, so this is the rule in general. Let's say here, for example, as we said, we say work. Okay, we add what? We add ed, so we say worked. Move, moved. Study, studied. And stop, stopped. So here we have, we added the ed. Okay, here we added only d here, because the last word is, the last letter is what? Is y. Okay, before y, is it consonant or vowel? Before y is consonant. Okay, so because here consonant, we deleted y and we wrote ied. Okay, here stop, consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, so what did we do? We doubled the last consonant, then we added ed. Okay, this is the rule. Normal rule, ed ends with e. Yeah, because ends with e, we added only d. The last letter is y. Before y consonant, we delete y, add ied. But for example, for play, we add normal ed. Why? Because here it's a vowel. Okay, so we don't change. We say played. Stop, consonant, vowel, consonant. We double the last consonant, add ed. Okay, so this is grammar. And as we said, we say I, for example, play football. He plays football. Okay, in the past, whether we say I or he, played football. We don't change. Okay, he played. Here we have s. Okay, because we have he. But we don't change. Here we add to all subject. I, you, they, we, he, she, it. The same. We don't change. Okay. And the irregular verbs. Irregular verbs at the end of the book. Let's see here. Let's see. At the end of the book. Okay, here if you have the book, so it's page 167. Here we have irregular verbs. Here infinitive past simple. Okay, here infinitive past simple. We don't need past participle now because past participle we use it with present perfect. Okay, so you only need past simple. Okay, if you we have some verbs here, you don't know how to pronounce them. Okay, in my channel, in the channel we have a playlist for explaining grammar for beginners. You will find past simple. I explained it in Arabic. You can check that. And we have another playlist for pronunciation. You can check this list, and we have how to pronounce some words and verbs in past simple, because there are lots of mistakes in pronouncing some words and verbs. Okay, so these verbs are not all verbs in English. Of course, this is just for beginners. Okay, around 58 or so. So you have to memorize them. If you know a lot of verbs in the past, you can speak English better. Why? Because when you talk about present, you only talk about what you do as a routine. But when you talk about the past, you have all your life to talk about. The good things, the bad things, the exciting things. Okay, so you talk about all of them, and every day you write what you did in the morning. For example, when I say I wake up at 7, now you say I woke up at 7, I had breakfast, I left home. In this way, every day you write what you did all the day, what you did last week, for example, last weekend. In this way, you practice the verbs and you memorize them. But if you want, for example, to just like write them and memorize every day, like have 10 words and write again and again and again, now you will forget quickly. Okay, so this is the way, the best way to memorize the verbs. Let's go to the page. Okay, here we will listen and practice the regular verbs in the article, okay, and their past simple.
Track 7.
Move, moved. Study, studied. Want, wanted. Work, worked. Start, started. Love, loved. Visit, visited. Marry, married.
Okay guys, so you can repeat the recording again. Here some notes. Want ends with T. Start ends with T. Visit ends with T. If a verb ends with T or D, we say id. Wanted, started, visited, needed. Okay, if a verb ends with K, like work or like or talk, ed, we say t. So we say worked, talked, liked. Okay, okay, here
Track
irregular
8.
verbs.
Become, became. Get, got. Go, went. Have, had. Leave, left. Make, made. Meet, met. Win, won. Write, wrote.
Okay guys, and please be careful with this verb. Most of students, they say this verb in a wrong way. So this is win and this is one. One, the same number one. Okay, we don't say one, no one, one. One, win one. Okay. Now we'll listen to these sentences and notice the difference between the present simple and past simple. Here, because we say I love all his films, then we say I loved all. So you need to practice to listen to the past simple, because I love or loved, big difference. Okay, so listen to them, please.
Track 9. 1.
I love all his films. I loved all his films.
2.
They live in LA. They lived in LA.
Okay, so you can repeat the recording, the video, many times until you notice the difference between present and past. Okay, and here now we have an exercise. You will listen to 6 pairs of sentences. Which do you hear first? The same sentence like this is, for example, number 1, I love, I loved. Here, these are pair. Okay, so which one we have first here is present. Maybe in the recording here, maybe the first one is past, maybe the first one is present. So you will write like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you will check the first sentence, is it present or past? Okay, let's do it.
Track 10. 1.
My parents study Italian. My parents studied Italian.
2.
They finished work at 6. They finish work at 6.
3.
They stayed in on Saturday. They stay in on Saturday.
4.
I live in London. I lived in London.
5.
My parents work in Germany. My parents worked in Germany.
6.
I visit him every week. I visited him every week.
Okay guys, you can repeat even like 3 times, no problem. Okay, and after that you can check with me. Okay, this is the answer, and you will listen now and see the sentences. Okay, so if you want to check the sentences here.
Track 10. 1.
My parents study Italian. My parents studied Italian.
2.
They finished work at 6. They finish work at 6.
3.
They stayed in on Saturday. They stay in on Saturday.
4.
I live in London. I lived in London.
5.
My parents work in Germany. My parents worked in Germany.
6.
I visit him every week. I visited him every week.
Okay, and you can like listen and repeat the sentences so you can have a better idea of how you say the present simple and past simple for the verbs. Okay guys, so here we have a good exercise. Okay, we will listen and we will read and fill in the gaps. Okay, you know, here in exercise number 1 we studied the phrases. Some words usually come with other words. Okay, so be careful, maybe you find the same thing here. So here we have the infinitive. Yeah, so here we have be. Of course, everything will be past simple, like love, loved, married, wrote, won, was or were, got, started, made. You will fill in the gaps with past simple. Okay, so read. Okay, fill in the gaps, then we'll check together. For example, here, James Cameron loved films when he a child. When he a child, which one do we write here? Of course, we'll say verb to be, but in the past we say was. So was when he was a child. Okay, so stop the video, do the exercise. Okay, then we'll check. Okay, so as we say here, he was a child. Number 2, he the film director. Okay, Catherine. So he, what do we have here? Married the film director. Okay, in 1989. But they divorced. Divorced, we have what comes with divorce? Get. But in the past, got. Got divorced in 1991. He, the script for the second Rambo film. He, what we have here? Right, wrote. 4, he, a film called True Lies. He, what do we have here? Make. So we say made, the past simple. His film Aliens, 2 Oscars. Won 2 Oscars. He writing the script for Avatar in 1995. He started in the past, started writing the script. Okay, this is the exercise we finished. Number 8, you will cover the article if you still remember, okay, and choose the correct answer. If you don't remember, no problem. Read the article again. Okay, this article again here. This is his life, James Cameron life. Okay, then you read the questions and you choose the correct answer here. Okay, so let's check together now. Okay, here's the answer. So number 1 is C, number 2 is B, 3 C, 4 A. Okay, now how do we write a question in the past simple? As we said before, always the order for the question in present or past the same. Question word, auxiliary, subject, infinitive. Question word, auxiliary, subject, infinitive. It's always the same. And so here question word, like what, when, why, how, all of them. Auxiliary, always did. In the past simple, always did. Subject, a name or a subject pronoun. Infinitive is very important. Okay, so here we will write question number 3 and 4 here. Okay, 3 and 4. Where are questions 3 and 4? Here we have. This is 3, this is 4. If you have a piece of paper, draw this table, write the questions here, and after that add question number 3 and 4 in the same order. When you finish, we go to page 139 and check. Okay, stop the video, do the exercise, then come and check with us. Here, Okay, again, question word, auxiliary did, subject, always subject here, and infinitive. Okay, after that you finish the sentence of the question. Okay, here we have an exercise about to practice how to make question. We understand question word, auxiliary subject, infinitive. Now here you have the questions but not in the correct order. So now you put, for example, we start with question word. Where's the question word is what? So we write what. After that we have auxiliary, did, what did, subject, you, what did you, and infinitive, do. So what did you do what did you do yesterday? Okay, so here's the what did you do yesterday. This is the question. Okay, so in your piece of paper, again, write this here, question word, auxiliary, subject, infinitive, and under write the questions. Okay, do these questions here. Okay, now stop the video, do the exercise, then come and check with us. Okay, let's listen and check.
Track 11. 1,
What did you do yesterday?
2,
Where did you go on holiday last year?
3,
What did you do last weekend?
4,
How many films did you see last month?
5,
Where did you meet your best friend?
Okay, so if you noticed here, when I say did you, we don't say did you, but here they say did ya. So when you say what did you do, don't say did you, no, say what did ya, did ya, did ya, did ya, what did you do, what did you do, where did you go, what did you do, how many films did you see, where did you meet. So say did you. Okay, so you can speak in a good accent. So here we will go to page 114. 114. Okay. Here we have this exercise. This is a very nice exercise to practice making verbs in the past. So here we have these live events. Some of these events happened in your life. Okay, some no. So which one happened? For example, born. So you write a sentence. I was born. Okay, I was born in the place, in the date. My brother was born, my sister was born. After that, you talk about yourself. Start, leave school. So you say, I started school in 1995, for example. I left school in 2007. So you write the sentences all in the past. The verbs move, start, go, start. You change the verbs in the past and you write the date. Okay, so it's very nice exercise to practice. You can write your sentences on the comment and I will check if there is any mistake. We will discuss. Okay guys, it's a very nice one here. And with this exercise we will finish the lesson. Here we talked about the vocabulary at the beginning. Okay, after that we listened and we read and listened to this paragraph and we filled in the gaps. We talked about here regular and irregular verbs, how we make verbs in the past. We studied listening, how to pronounce listening in the past exercise. After that, a question about how an exercise how we make a question in the past and how we pronounce the question. Okay, so this is everything. If there is any question, something you didn't understand here, just write on the comment and we'll discuss that, no problem. Okay guys, so that's it. Thank you, and I'll see you next lesson. Goodbye.